Howdy, y'all. Some folks may be late because they may still be over at Jaxie's. I hope y'all that wanted to went over to Jaxie's for the thing she did for Dago, which was so sweet. Cheers and tables. Raspberry and lemon tea. It's Sweet Sunflower Ashley sent to me. Let's see. Did I say howdy? I think I did. That's my bed right there, y'all. My recliner that the kids struggled and brought out here, and my big TV right there, and my hot lamp. Anyway, welcome to Saturday, the 18th day of May 2024. It's Armed Forces Day, Astronomy Day, Culture Freedom Day, No Dirty Dishes Day. There's just a couple in my bros sink. Not any of mine. Well, maybe one thing. I try to wash mine up as I go. National Learn to Swim Day. We couldn't graduate from Pfeiffer unless we knew how to swim because of a drowning accident they had way back when at a pond there on their premises. It's also Plant a Lemon Tree Day, and the food holidays are whiskey. Woohoo! Used to like that stuff too much. And cheese souffle. I don't know if I've ever had a cheese souffle, but I would love it. I'm down for anything cheesy. I do love cheesy stuff. I do. Let's see who's up in the house, and y'all. Thanks to all Nutty Buddies. I got to get back to calling y'all out again. I have to write them all down because just going by my list, it kept switching it up and aggravating me. And so I got to write folks down. There ought to be a way where you can just print it out, but if there's a way, I hadn't found it yet. And there's no printer over here anyway. Shatika Woods. Hey, sweetie. Thank you for the blessings, and blessings right back to you. Sola. Mod extraordinaire. Thank you so much for all you do for me and all the channels you mod. Dreenie's here. Hey, sweetheart. How's your sinuses? How's little Aiden? Samantha Stewart's here. A lot of folks coming over from Jaxie. So she did finish up. And Mary Ann is here. Mama Winch. And Tracy L. Thompson Huber is here. Moonlight Crochet and Crafts. Howdy, Karen Y. Hannah is coming. It was going to be today, but it's going to be tomorrow. I hope and pray to put cubbies together and straighten it up over here a little bit. And get some of the yarn that I have over here. So I'll have a bit of a yarn wall over here. Well, I'll share. It says this is my brother's house. Well, it really belongs to both of us, but he resides in it. It's only fair to put his stuff in it too. But Karen Y was so generous. Not one, not two, but 3 cubby units she sent to me. So I still have 2 that I can use at my place, which is so needed. Just got to get the manpower over there to work on it. Yo, Glow, Gloria, Gloria is in the house. How you doing, honey? And everybody's saying hello to me and everybody. Kristen F is here. Flower Tammy's here. Hugs back to you. And also good to see you as well. Good to read you, like our buddy Sandy used to say. I miss her. Still want to know how she's doing. I need to get over to her place and send her a message. Christy's Creations. Hey, girl. I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you. And Angela Wright, she says, hey to me and everybody in the chat. How are we doing? I'm doing fine. Hoping y'all are. And she's drinking her water, and she's so good about that. And she's working on a French market bag. What makes it French? Or that's just the name of the pattern. Christy's Creation says she's a whiskey girl. I would be if I could. I like it too darn much. Jonathan's here. Cops Crossover Paranormal Society. Thank you for coming. And Samantha Stewart and Suzanne Goulet. Yep. That Hannah, yep. She's supposed to. If nothing comes up, I hope nothing does. If it does, we'll get it done as soon as she can make it over here. But I feel sure I hope and pray she'll be here tomorrow. And I'm coming along good, Gloria. My legs have healed up. And I'm sitting in my wheelchair just to use as a chair when I'm here with y'all, because in my bougie laptop is up on the cart that Hannah put together last time she was here. It was one of those from Michael's, the 3-tiered carts, and it's got I bought the lid to go on top so I could do things like what I'm using it for now, is like a little tabletop. But normally I'm in my walker's back behind me. You can't see it. I was trying to scoot around to get out of those windows that are causing a haze, but it's hard to turn this. I got stuff in the way, stuff that needs my clothes. They're just kind of in a pile on the floor till I can get that cubby. We can get that cubby built, and then I can put my stuff up there. And Mary King, hello. She said, come over on the Jaxie bus. A bunch of you did. Thank you so much. The moderator turned on the subscribers only mode. Thank you so much. And Chance and Cindy's here. Yarn Barf Christy. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? I hope well. And Tankster. I love to crochet. Susan Vincent says, hi, everyone. I'm picking up groceries at Whole Foods. I wish we had one of those close by. We don't. Well, I think there is one near where Han lives in Concord. Then she's driving home, listening. She's drinking icy cold root beer. GrannyDee, did I see sunflower certificate in my Gmail? No, I did not. So I will have to remember to do that. If I can remember, I'll look in just a minute. Let's see. Aisha's here. She came from over at Jaxie's too. Joseph is here from Moonlight Crochet. No, that's Moonlit Moth Creations. Tracy's Moonlight Crochet and Crafts. Don't get my moonlit people mixed up. And Yarn Barf says, hello to all her yarny friends in the chat. Joseph says, howdy, everybody. Everybody says, hey to everybody. Brandon, hello. Good to have you. Says Granny. Oh, and Zach's here. Brandon says, good afternoon, GrannyDee, and crowd in the chat. Zach is on his way to work, so he's in the car right now. But thank you so much for popping in. Did everybody remember your thummy thumb? Let's see how we doing. Nope, we got 20 and we got 35 in the house. I so miss the days when I got 100 thummies. We just don't have the crowd we used to, but I'm happy with whoever shows up. Scandalous. Sandra says big hugs to everybody. Please look at all the links that Soila is dropping. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm in NC. Are you in North Carolina too? I am. I'm about 45 minutes north of Charlotte, or about 50-ish miles. Close to Salisbury, if you know where Salisbury is. I'm only about 6 miles. 6 miles south of Salisbury. Where you be? Zach says, y'all don't worry, I'm in the back seat. He's not driving. Mom is. I don't think Zach drives. Do you drive, Zach? And Tank says, when the weather turns cold, the chat will fill up again. Yeah, it might be. People will be out and about doing fun stuff when it's nice outside. Hey, Cynthia King. I see Cynthia a lot of times over at Crochet Creations by Christy. She's the one I talk about that goes live on Sundays at 10 bells Eastern. All the times I talk about her Eastern calls. That's the time zone I'm in. Y'all got to come up with something to talk about because I got nothing. Y'all know I just got this yarn from Darn Good Yarn, and you know what I started. Same tired pattern, but I like it. But look how the wings went way up instead of going straight. But I kind of like it like that. May help stay on my shoulders better, whose ever shoulders it happens to be on. But this was the Darn Good Yarn I just unboxed yesterday, which is mainly orange with gold. Can you see the gold sparkles? I hate that sparkles don't usually show up too much on here. You'd think all the money I paid for this daggum thing that everything would show up. But it's got turquoise, and Kelly and I thought this that they call yellow looks more green. What do y'all think? Kelly said chartreuse. I was saying lime, but either one. And then this cute little thing came from Temu. Well, I think Tank was calling this. I was trying to think of it the other day. Tank, didn't you call this a yarn? What do you call it? A yarn butler? I don't think it was butler. Yarn something. This is the one I got by Temu, and it's small, but it's great for your small balls. That was another Darn Good Yarn. Y'all know I just showed you this yesterday. Forgive me for showing you the same stuff, but I'm not at my house where I got gazillions of different stuff to show you. But I have been working on it, so it is getting a little bit bigger. So the other Darn Good Yarn I got recently. And then that green I got, and I made the baskets out of it. Oh, Lord, I got this all tangled up in my wheelchair. It's not my hair getting tangled up in something. It's something. Y'all know these. This was another Darn Good yarn I got in my subscription, and I made 1, 2, 3 bowls. And I want to say I made a 4th one out of 4 balls, but I could be wrong. If I did, I done lost track of where that is. And this is some Temu yarn. Don't pull all my stitches out. And y'all know, I think Freaky said, is that as big as it's going to get? And it's not much bigger, but this yarn is, fingering weight yarn. So, it's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. It's going into the kind of yellowish and brownish marled, this part, I think. And then we'll get into the pink. It's kind of a weird color combo, but I liked it. And a while back I showed you so I got about 3 or 4 different colors of Temu yarn. I know Dee's Creative Hands likes her some Temu for a lot of stuff. And some others of you, Christy does too. Yarn Bar. I know they get other things from Timu as well, but I bet you they've gotten yarn too. Denise Lee, hey sweetie, how's that elbow? Hey Nana Donna and Cupcake. Sis Ola, thank you so much for keeping me abreast of folks that are on that I don't want to miss. Lulu Cindy, butler or valet, that's what you said. Yarn valet, yeah. Yes. Her yarn genie is just like a yarn genie, but smaller. This is my bigger one. And this yarn is that Market at Malta from Hobby Lobby that I got. This is the one from Lemonwood. The letters are crazy looking, but that was the Etsy shop it came from. This one was $49 because it's the bigger one. I believe the other ones were like 35-ish or so. The smaller ones and the little Timu one, I believe, was just $5 or $6. Seems like everything I get from Timu is $5 or $6. Except these bracelets I have on, they weren't but 2 or 3 set of bracelets. I like Timu stuff. I do. Christy's Creation says she's got kittens on the hook. You making amigurumi kittens or your real kittens are on your hook and water in her cup? She's market prepping, so I'm assuming. You wish you could sit in that recliner right next to. I wish you could too. It's real comfy and I've been sleeping in it for like a month that I've been here. I never thought I'd be here that long, but I just can't get my girls to come over here and help me out. One's in Peru. Lynn's is in Peru for 3 weeks with her job, and then they're going to Scotland and England for their family vacay. Hannah's around, but she can't do all that stuff by herself. Jonathan says, you're not far from me. I may be Surrey County. I don't know where. I know I've heard that name, Surrey County, but I'm not sure what towns are around there. And there's Kivia. And Tank says, hugs to Ashley, my sunflower queen. Let me see. Let me check my good, my Gmail. Not my good mail. Hey, Suzanne, the Swedish Yarny Hooker. Y'all tell me something good. Tell me. Hey, Lori Armstrong, tell me what's going on. I don't even know if I got my Gmail on. Looking at my iPad. But I know I do on my phone, so let me check there. Let me check there and see what Miss Susan was talking about. Ashley's certificate. The sunflower Ashley. When did she send it? When did she send? Oh, I bet I got it right here. Yes. So she's finished with her radiation. It says Stanford Healthcare, Department of Radiation Oncology. Congratulations. Ashley Spinner Vincent has successfully completed the prescribed radiation treatments. Hang on. With high honors, encourage, determination, and a positive attitude. Ain't that cool? Let me see if I can show it to y'all. Turn around. Why ain't it turning? Well, looky there. I'm so proud of her. She does have the best attitude with the cancer and all that she's had going on in her young life. Ain't that sweet? She's sweet. Yay! But keep her in your prayers, y'all. Keep her always in your prayers, and keep her Mama Susan in your prayers, and her hubby Ryan in your prayers as her caregivers. And just cause they wonderful folks. Brenda's here, BYC Crochet, formerly known as the Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. I love that girl. Do you and your hubby still make all those cool stuff? The wooden signs and blocking boards and all that good stuff. There's sweet Dago. I hope you made a bunch of moolah to help you out, honey. And Jaxie was so sweet to do that fundraiser and auction and stuff for her to raise money. That is just wonderful. Tell you, we got some sweet people here. Did I say hey to Brenda Bear? If I didn't, hey, sweetheart. If I did, there you go again. And Butter Roll Boutique, Doretha. And again, please look at all the links that Soil has put down for people who need more folks for their channel subscription numbers and maybe watch hours and all that stuff. Susan, the sweetest Sharnie Hooker, you're so sweet. Thank you, honey. I feel like I look like a booger, but I'm here. By the grace of God, I am still here. Yarnbarf Christie says she'll have to watch the replay. She came in like trying to get some chores done in the house. Brenda Bear said, hey, they're my favorite squirrel, GrannyDee, and all the chatty squirrel folk. Well, I got nothing. Any wonder? Thank y'all so much for coming, cause I feel like it's so boring. And my brother's been so sweet to let me hang out and stay over here with him. And we really got along great because he stays in the front of the house and I stay back here. This was an added on room. Daddy added it on. I can't even remember when, in the 90s maybe. So there's a half bath right there. And then this is a fairly good size room, 10 by 12 or so. And then the kitchen's right there. Or, no, this way. Yeah, right there. Let me see if I can find us another quiz or something to do. Unless y'all just want to chat. Which is fine with me, but I need some topics. I'm terrible about looking up stuff ahead of time. I try to, but then I get lazy. Like I had this crochet one yesterday. Let's look up another crochet today. It'll be ones we've done before, unless somebody has made up another one. It's a photo quiz. We don't want that. Okay, this is called Crochet Happy Hooking, and it's a multiple choice and probably 10 questions, yeah. And again, like yesterday's, we don't know if our answers are right until we complete all 10, and then I hit submit and see. Let's see if anybody else is saying anything. Yes, Tank says, thank the good Lord for protecting Ashley. Amen. Thank him for protecting and healing and helping all of us. But she's really had a time, so yes. And Mama Kayla, all the stuff she's been through, and she has a wonderful attitude there as well. Yes, she does. Zach says he's got homework to do after work down there and wants him to do a swatch of single crochet and double crochet and send it to her because I want to make a blanket using those stitches. Will that be cool? That's sweet. Is it after me today that Mama G Gear and Rusty have a thing for their mental health and the kitty cats? Is that right after me today? And then Sam generally comes on right after me on Saturdays too. So we got a couple places to squirrel raid to. Manfa's Makes, Sam and Mike. Okay, number 1. I generally use patterns for my creations. Crochet patterns have a number of abbreviations. Oh, this is an easy one. What is the full term for YO? Yarn ollie, yarn over, yarn order, yawl, YAWL order. Okay, y'all say yes. So right after me is we can go right over to Mama G Gears. And if y'all want to check and see if Sam is also on, folks can go there too or watch the replay later. Susan Burke, hey sweetie, you got to run some errands, but okay, coming in to give me some love and say hey. Well, I'm so glad you did. Goes back, yay. So yarn over, of course it is. Number 2, continuing on with abbreviations. What common stitch is represented by SC? I guess all these are going to be easy. Sample crochet, sort crochet, single crochet, some crochet. What y'all say? Y'all know what SC stands for. And crochet patterns. Okay, Zach's going to punch in. Have a good night at work, sweetheart. And thank you so much for popping in. You're so sweet. I always do that. Mama Winch says, that's what I get for not paying attention. She threw herself right out of chat. That's all right. I'm glad you made it back, though. Single crochet, of course. Number 3. Many people start out crocheting this relatively easy pattern. I didn't. I've only done it one time, and it grew into one big one for a baby blanket. Grandpa fishing, Uncle's log cabin, Granny square, Mother love. Don't you love the other answers? Hey, Kulinda. Dory's here. I'm good, sweetheart. Are you? And then Dee's Creative Hands will be on at 6 bells like usual. Later tonight, I reckon. Of course, it's Granny Square, right? Yeah. Okay, 4, you found the perfect bedspread to make. The dimensions are exactly right, and you love the yarn. Being a careful crocheter, you make a test swatch. If I'd made like sweaters and stuff like that, I hope that I would. So that it turns out exactly the size you want. In crochet terms, what are you doing? Lord, I just said it, I think. No, it doesn't have it that way. Checking gauge, finding measurements, checking the size, Checking pattern. Tank, you've never made a test swatch either? Yarn Barf says no test swatch for a blanket. Yeah. Right, Chris, do you know the answer before I ask the whole question? Yeah, this is a really easy one. Maybe I'll get another one that's a little bit harder. I never know till I punch it in and see. But on this site, it's called funtrivia.com. I don't know if you have to pay to be a member to actually make your own quizzes up, but you can do that. Checking gauge, right? Mama Winch Marianne says she's never made a test swatch either. Number 5. Oh no. While measuring your test swatch, you see that its overall measurements are too small. What method is most commonly recommended for increasing the size of your crocheting? Use a bigger hook, add more stitches, make looser stitches, use 2 strands of yarn. What method, maybe a couple of these might work, but what's the most commonly recommended thing to do for increasing the size? I see bigger hook, go up a hook size, larger hook. Froggy is going to be on too, Mama Winch. I think she comes on Saturdays. I know she does. She did last night with Maureen, and then the Twisted Fiber Friends is Sunday. Dago says Benadryl is kicking in. That's okay, sweetie. If you need to lay down, you lay down. All the people I see says use a bigger hook. And Tank says you could add stitches too, yeah. But I think mainly most common one is to use a bigger crochet hook. 6. What size hook would you choose from these listed to make a thread doily? Answers are in US and metric mix, it says. A size 7, which would be a 4.5 milli, a 6 millimeter, a 3.5 millimeter, or a U. Is there a U? If there's a U hook, I don't know about it. What do you say? Some of y'all are saying 2.5. Out of these, 3.5 is the smallest. But yeah. Yeah, to make a doily, thread doily. And Becky Bramlett says a steel hook, 5, 6, or 7. Yarn Barf says a size 7 steel hook. You know, they didn't say what kind of hooks these were. So I'm thinking 3.5 from what these say, but we'll see when we check it after a while. Tank says she uses a 2.5. Angela Branham said a 2. Okay, 7. When looking for yarn, what is 4-ply yarn generally referred to? And this is not right. This drives me crazy. A lot of people get weight and ply mixed up, but they say thread. Okay, here are the when looking for yarn, what is 4-ply yarn generally referred to? And it says US usage. And the choices are thread, roving, worsted weight, baby yarn. And I bet they put worsted weight down. Worsted weight is a weight of 4. But it can be a 4-ply if the plies are thick enough that 4 of them would make a worsted weight. But if it's little string type, I think in the UK, a four-ply is a fingering usually. But I'm going to put worsted weight because I bet this person that made this up. And that drives me crazy when people get those mixed up. It's just a thing. Because I know it's not the same thing. Plies and weights are two different things. And let's see what y'all are saying. Becky Bramlett said a 3.5 is a D, and that might be too big for a number 10 bedspread thread. And Sola said Aaron wasn't in the... Aaron was... Seems like Aaron was somewhere at one point. But Aaron weight is like a heavy worsted, isn't it? It can also be a color. Number 8, there is a hook that allows you to crochet stitches that look like rows of knitting. What is this hook called? Knitting needle, Afghan hook, special hook, granny hook. Oh, thank you, Dago, for always mentioning Adele. I forget. Hello, Adele, if you're watching or observing any other squirrel observers in our bougie squirrel nest or wherever, and folks that catch the replay. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Afghan hook. Yep, it's like most of you are saying that, which would be a Tunisian. Same as Tunisian hook. Number 9, what common pattern might the following be a variation of? DCFP, next 3 stitches, DCBP, next 3 stitches, continue pattern until end of row. So double crochet front post for 3 stitches, double crochet back post for the next 3 stitches. What would that make? If you continued that pattern till the end of the row, turned and kept that up. Flower petal, basket weave, granny square, or cluster. Jaxie skirting in. You did a fabulous job. Thank you so much for helping our sweet Dago. That was awful sweet for you to organize that and get that all together. Dory says, I'm turning the coffee and going for it. Turning from coffee, you're changing from coffee and going for a different drink. Charlie Berry, hey girl, hey. Hope I hadn't missed anybody else. If I did, I am so sorry. I hope to catch you. Jaxie says, skirty skirt skirting. She says, how? Basket weave, right? Oh, and Sola said Jaxie Diana D wanted to donate a mystery bag. So maybe they can do that on her community tab or something. Okay, and last one. Which of these shapes can you not make with crochet? Toy elephant, roses, purses, or you can make all these. Wait and see y'all's answers. I'm looking down at my... I love using my iPad because see how big the chat is? And it's teeny tiny if I look up here or on my phone. And right now on my phone, I got this quiz. So I'll let me get it going this way again now. There we go. Trick question, Q Linda says. Really? Angela Branham says, that person just don't know. All of them, right? make them all. Okay, submit. Let's see if we made a 100. Yep, got first one right. YO means yarn over. We got second one right. SC means single crochet. We got the third one right. The answer was granny square. Many people start out crocheting this relatively easy pattern. I've only done one time. I need to make some more. And Lisa Ladybird wants me to send her a 7-inch square. If anybody else is a member of hers, or maybe subscribe, I don't think you have to be a member, a subscriber of Lisa Ladybird. And I just found out because I don't often catch her live. But she wants me to send her a 7-inch square. It doesn't have to be a green square. It can be whatever, but that just made me think I need to do that. Checking gauge was number 4. We got that right. It says, being a careful, you want to make a bedspread. The dimensions are exactly right. You love the yarn. Being a careful crocheter, you make a test swatch so it turns out exactly the size you want. In crochet terms, what are you doing? Checking gauge. And normally you would do it and this person says, to be honest, I usually don't check my gauge when I make an Afghan or blanket. It's especially important for making sweaters and other fitted patterns, right? And number 5, we got that right too. Oh no, while measuring your test swatch, you see that its overall measurements are too small. What method is most commonly recommended for increasing the size of your crocheting? And it was use a bigger hook. Uh-oh. I messed up number 6. Whoever said 7. And that's it must be the steel hooks. Let me see what it says, because I put 3.5 millimeter. The question again was, what size hook would you choose from these listed to make a thread doily? And it says answers are US and metric mix. And the answer says, well, the correct answer was 7. It says there are many sizes of hooks. Size 7, 4.5. 4.5. It says is most commonly called for in thread crochet. Again, check your gauge. I wouldn't think so. And y'all were saying smaller. Guess it depends on how big you want it to be. And then it says converting US to metric gets tricky. And 3.5 equates to an E hook. Appropriate for fine yarns. Well, I thought thread would be fine. The 6 millimeter, of course, is a J hook, and it says J hook, which is a nice size for heavier yarns or larger stitches, and it says U hooks are among the largest hooks. Measuring, okay, so a 25 millimeter is a U. I know I got a 35 millimeter, and I think I got a 50, but I don't think those had letters on them. It seems like they just had 25 millimeters or 35 millimeters or 50. And yep, number 7, when looking for yarn, what is a 4-ply yarn generally referred to? And that is wrong, wrong, wrong. It says worsted weight. No. Ply is how many yarns are twisted together, not the weight. Y'all got that right? Y'all know that. Hey, Miss DIY Jeanette. Thank you so much for coming. And Jaxie says she's so grateful for all the help our sister Digo. I appreciate. And she's saying she appreciates Diana D for wanting to donate a mystery. Hagnori says GrannyDee is so techy. I'm not, but that, you got things that just get on your last nerve, and that's just one. I just want people to get it right. I remember, hey, Frog Crochet, that's Charity. I remember, I think I knew it already, but I remember Reggie, Yarniversity. Boy, do I ever miss Reggie in Yarniversity. We learned lots of stuff, but I remember her going over plies versus weight. Okay, number 8, there is a hook that allows you to crochet stitches that look like rows of knitting. What's it called? And y'all got it right. Afghan hook, which we usually call a Tunisian hook these days. And number 9, what common pattern might the following be a variation of? DCFP, 3 stitches, and DCBP, next 3 stitches. Continue until the end of the row and turn and keep it going, and it's basket weave. And it says basket weave is one of my favorite patterns. So says the person who made this up. They said it's also another easy pattern for beginners. The result is a very warm creation, great for those cold winter nights. And number 10 was, of course, you can make all those things. It says all those have patterns available. And then it says crocheting is a great way to make a beautiful handmade gift for any occasion. I hope you have enjoyed a few questions from my favorite hobby. So we did good, except for that one that was kindly maybe a little tricky. I still don't agree. I think that's kind of a subjective question. Charity says she's exhausted. We've been cleaning at the church, getting ready for homecoming. So you got that tomorrow. We have homecoming at our church in September. I got to get my butt to church. Hopefully, when I can get a little bit better at walking and get some nicer clothes. Yarn Inspired. How do you do, honey? Okay, y'all help me think of another topic. I asked yesterday for shows and movies that you would recommend. So if anybody knows any others, I remember somebody said Virgin River, and I can't remember all the others. Somebody said Monk. Doesn't matter whether it's old or not. And if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, just put it down there. Sola said that was a tricky question too. Yeah, I thought so. Yes, thank you, Charity. She says, please don't forget the thumbs. Yarn Inspired is doing well. Thank you, ma'am. She says, Sandra, hey, darling. Sandra SC, she says, daughter is camping in North Carolina. They're going to swing by and relieve you of the yarn in your way to get into your house. I wish they would. I'd be glad for them to. Let me know if they need my address for real, for real, for real. Q Linda says, oh, wait a minute. Charity said their homecoming is, June the 2nd. So y'all just get a head start on cleaning. Dago says she makes homecoming football mums. Q-Linda says Monk is funny. Dory says she hasn't tried basket weave knitting, but she loves crocheting that stitch. Yeah, they were talking, that was crochet. Let me know, Sandra. I'll be glad to give you my address and have her come by and pick some up. For real, for real. Hey, sis Sola. She's back. Sola says, yes, Linda, that is a funny show, Monk is. I know I really liked the As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, and who else was in that? GrannyDee. He was a writer. And he had to have the same, who was the girl? I want to say Holly Hunter, but I don't know if that's right. But she was the waitress. He had to have the same waitress, lived in New York City, I believe it was. Or Staten Island, somewhere around there. Tori says she'll try. That Stitch. And Psych. You really like Psych? And that is, I remember seeing that. That was a series. What was that like? Psychic stuff or what? Helen Hunt. Christine Johnstone. That's who it was. Helen Hunt. That was a good movie. And I really liked the movie with him and Diane Keaton, where she thought he's dating her daughter at first. And she thinks he's just a nasty old man or whatever. And he's a isn't he a play? Or she was a playwright. And she wrote a play about him. But he broke her heart and she'd just cry, sit on the beach and boo! Bless her heart. She had a broken heart. They got together in the end. That was a really good movie. Can't remember the name of it. Something's Gotta Give. Maybe that's it. Something's Gotta Give. Was that it? And Charity says Monk and Psych are good shows. I got to check Psych out. And Monk. I only watched it a little bit. So it says, blah. She was so in love and had a broken heart. I only had a broken heart because I always did the breaking up with the boyfriend. I only remember being in love one time, and it was not with the man I married, sadly. It was with a high school guy I fell in love with at the tender age of 16. I was so in love. For real, for real. It wasn't puppy love. And he broke my heart big time. So I was just like Diane Keaton. All the time. Okay, Tank put down all the name or Sarah, that Greg guy was Greg Greg must have been his neighbor. They end up going to his daddy's house. Yes, Sola, I reckon I was. That was terrible of me, but I was. I was a party girl. I like being single. Wake up from a drunk and be going with somebody. That's what we called it when you were exclusively dating one person. How about y'all? Were y'all heartbreakers? Or were you the one getting the heart broken? Or anything? Give us a topic. Got 7 more minutes. And y'all, I won't be on tomorrow unless for some reason Hannah doesn't make it over here, but I hope she does. I want to get my clothes up out of the middle of the floor and a semblance of a yarn wall that I can put behind me. I'll have to rearrange some stuff, but I can do that. Flower Tammy said both. Sola said yes, she was a heartbreaker too. Yeah, Tank, that was it. Diane Keaton and Jack was Something's Got to Give. Yeah, Something's Got to Give. I got it right. Dago said, she gonna have to take a... Oh, that's fine, sweetheart. Take you a nap. I know you need it. It's been an emotional day, too. You take you a nap, sweetheart, and don't you feel one bit bad about it. We about ready to go anyhow. Dory says, leave them wanting more. Christy from Christy's Creation says she's still married to her high school sweetheart, 33 and a half years married. We got engaged at the prom in 86. Bought a mobile home in 86. And I was pregnant in 80. Well, I was pregnant in 81. I had Lynn's in 82, May of 82. Glad for the happy stories, Denise said. Glad for those who have happy stories, yeah. Mm-hmm. Denise Lee said she got her heart broken. I only remember that one time, but it was serious. It was horrible. Felt like something had died. My life just was awful. And I had plenty of guys that wanted to go out with me and stuff, but I'd get mad at them for even talking to me. I was like, no, I only want Kevin. And this one guy that was my friend, but he wanted to be more than a friend, but he was a friend of Kevin. And he wrote a poem. It was so cute. I wish I could remember it. It said something like, I love you in the winter. I love you in the spring. I love you when the little birdies sing. I love you in the fall when the leaves come tumbling down. I love you every moment that Stokes is out of town. That's his last name. This guy's name was Deni, and he was so funny, not cute at all. He was maybe cute, but red-headed and freckled. Enchanted Sandy. Karen Y says, is this fella still in town? No, he passed away, sadly. He, I don't know what, I don't remember what, I believe his parents had died. He was living with an uncle when we were in high school. And I know he found the Lord in high school. And like I say, I was a party girl, but I would have given up all that for him. And he knew that. But I guess he just didn't feel the same about me as I did about him. But sadly, he committed suicide. And I never saw him after high school. So Deni used to come around, though. But I'd love to see him. I'd love to see Deni again. It was a funny little poem. I wish I had it. Deb's Crochet and Knit Cafe. No problem, honey. Always good to see you. Yeah, Karen White it was sad to hear. I mean, it was years ago, but he's probably in his 40s or so when that happened. I mean, seemed like he had a good life. He was married. I think he and his wife had split up. So maybe he got his heart broken, or maybe it was a business thing. I don't know, but they had a couple kids. He drove a Mercedes, Seemed like he was doing well, but yeah, he did away with himself. It's really sad. Yeah, I was all like 16, 17. Yeah. He was like 2 or 3 years older than me. Yeah. But I was just devastated. I was. Oh my gosh, Tank. She said one of her exes killed his wife and then he killed himself. Oh my gosh. Left 3 daughters. Very, very sad. Well, we got 1 minute to go. Let's end on a happy note. Anybody got a dad joke or anything fun? It is wonderful that Ashley got her certificate, that she's done with her radiation. Whoop, whoop. Keep her in your prayers. Keep all our folks in your prayers. Madonna, Linda Just a Crochet Sister, Julie J.P. Mazza, Joy Reynolds. Y'all help me remember other folks. Anybody in this chat? And remember, if you ever need prayers or need to see who to pray for, go to Deni's. Her link's the first one in my description box, and go to her community tab. Thanks as anniversary for her and her hubby's 44 years, July 14th. Well, happy anniversary early. Okay, and Soila put up Squirrel Raid to Sam's at Manfa's Makes and to Mama G's auction. See, y'all, love you bunches, and I'll let you know if Hannah does not make it tomorrow, and I'm either way, I'll let you know on my community tab, okay? Boop, be sweet, don't be ugly. Boop, bitty, boop, boop, boop. I'm not going to touch the screen today. Boop, boop.